Hello Libra, welcome to your October 2016 reading. As always, you can use this for your rising sign, your moon sign, and of course your sun sign. For any of you that celebrate birthdays this month, happy birthday. Let's take a look at first your channeled information. So while I was shuffling and meditating, I came up with the really an image in my head of going in cycles. I almost saw like the Wheel of Fortune. So I believe that many of you are in the beginning or end of one of your sort of life cycles. And because it's a month that's either right after your birthday or your birthday month, there's a lot of energy and a lot of introspective sort of thought processes that are going on. So it's a really good time to look and see sort of how you feel about where you're at in your life. But I think a lot of things could change if you're not happy, or if you've been working very hard for things to happen, then this is the month and the vehicle to sort of set everything in motion. Let's go ahead and shuffle your cards and see what specific messages want to show themselves. And then I'll also pull your catalyst, which really helps you know how you can achieve whatever it is you want to do. We'll do one more shuffle. There we go. And let's look at your catalyst as well. We're using an Archangel Michael deck to look at that. So far so good in what I'm seeing here for you this month. Lots of positive changes and positive things for your birthday month, or month right after. All right, so confirmation to begin things. If indeed you are finishing up a cycle or starting one, I feel like you're actually on the right track. This is saying, you basically have been working hard, possibly on something for a long time, or have been thinking about starting something for a long time, and it's resonating as the right thing. This is it. You basically just need to either implement what you've been thinking about or continue doing what you've already started, because with this cycle information that I got at the beginning, I see this being the beginning and end of something fantastic, so you should go for it. All right, as we look at the other cards for Libra this month, the center one is sort of summing up what it's felt like maybe over the past couple of months, maybe even your present state of mind. It's a big sort of like question mark of what's going on? Why can't I see what's right behind this mountain in front of me? The thing is, this card is usually not as bad as it looks. And so basically this is more about taking a deep breath and realizing you are doing great. This was what was crossing it. So the Magician card is saying, hey, stop worrying about knowing every single answer, about knowing everything, every single step that might be, part of this process. What's more important is you're doing what you want. You're basically starting to manifest some of your dreams. And the Magician card shows that you're well equipped to do many different things in your life. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you have had maybe 2 or 3 different types of jobs. Maybe you manage a couple of careers at the same time, or you're the kind of worker where people can throw like anything at you and you seem to sort of thrive. So you're creative, you're practical, you're warm, you're also very strong. So like what you want to do is harness all of these different gifts that Libra has under its sort of like toolkit, and be able to finally do some of it for yourself. This is a month where it's okay. I actually see a lot of things coming back to you, and I know a lot of Libras will spend time negotiating, balancing, worrying about other people, empathizing, always sort of trying to make things sort of work out, or a long time they will sort of consider, is this the right move to do for me? I'm seeing shifting happening this month for you. So when I look at the deep past, I feel like you've been very smart about how you've gotten where you're at this very moment in time. You haven't done radical changes. You've played it very safe, many of you. In fact, almost too safe. It's sort of like, again, a little bit of anxiousness and readiness to start to see some changes and some excitement in your life. What I see right now for the next 2 to 4 weeks. It's almost the entire month, basically. It's a really good time to take a deep breath, rest a little bit. If you've been working very diligently towards achieving a goal, what you need to do now is maybe hand it off. Maybe for some of you that are feeling like you've done everything you can, this is a time to reach out, to let someone else step in. You'll notice that this woman here is sleeping, so it's about taking care of your body, and with it being close to your birthday or your birthday month, then what you really want to do is think, am I okay? Is everything all right with me internally? So turn the spotlight within and make sure that you're healthy, that you're happy, and that you have the energy and the stamina to kind of take on this next cycle that's coming around. All right, for the fun stuff now. Your crowning card was the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is all about love and relationships. It can be about a very strong bond, a partnership with a good friend or a new worker or coworker, someone that you just met possibly, but you strike a chord and it's a beautiful friendship. So there's a chance for love or friendship this month, or really great work partnership. Knight of Cups in reverse in the near future, showing that many of you have been longing for not just a friendship, but really a deep love relationship. And I see that card returning here in the hopes and fears. And so what I see as the overall potential is that as you start to take a step back and relax a little bit, as you start to engage other people sort of helping you get along your path, your goals, your aspirations, as you start to shine as the truly sort of resplendent and beautiful being that you are, that's going to come. I see it coming for you. And it could come in the form of a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. I think the timing's off a little bit right now, but you could meet it through, I feel like this person you could meet through friends, through a work engagement, through the work that you're doing, through someone falling in love with you, but not necessarily seeing you, seeing the kind of work you're doing, and then meeting the person behind the work. So that's all very exciting. When we look at the Eight of Cups in your environment card, what I see here is possibly some travel or some remote work that you're going to be needing to do. It could be love is coming from someone that you've met long ago, or it could be a very deep tie to the past, past life even. But this is going to happen in its own sweet time. And what's more important right now, what you need to focus your energy on, is actually work. Love will come, but work is the most important thing. Manifest, manifest, manifest. That's sort of what the central card is saying. And when you have done all that you can do, sort of just take a deep breath, rest, celebrate in doing your best at whatever it is that you do for a living. I see ultimate success here in the outcome. It's great. And this is not just this month, but this is the next half year. So I think that your cycle that you're headed into is possibly much more enjoyable than the cycle that you're wrapping up, which is one of potentially struggle, a lack of clarity, a lack of transparency, lots of question marks, lots of work, maybe even some disappointment. And instead, what I see now is beautiful, bright future ahead of you, and possibly love and romance if that's something that you're seeking. I also see a Knight of Pentacles in reverse in your present state. This reads less to me as romance, more about your finances and being able to either secure more money or to work a little bit more if needed to bring in more money. And one thing that if we tie this up with the Knight of Cups, this is showing some resistance, possibly some, you need to really check in with what it is that you do for a living and how you're putting your energy into it. Does it satisfy you? And if not, put your energy into what is going to really be satisfactory, and hopefully you can make money doing that, monetize it. All right, so let's expand this out. We'll look first at your health and see what's coming through for general mental, physical, and spiritual health. Actually, this is the card that wants to come out. So don't feel, okay, some of you may not be exactly where you want to be. The guilt card's reversed. What it's saying with the reversal is that you need to release the guilt. So if for some reason you are not as healthy as you want to be, if you suffered an injury, or if you're just not putting as much time and energy into working out as you'd like to, let go of the guilt and make some changes just because you want to make the changes. Don't beat yourself up over whatever your present state of being well-being or not well-being is. It's more about loving yourself and doing something now to change for yourself, not for other people, not for their approval, not worrying about what they say, letting go of all of that, and just tuning into yourself. It's not important what other people think, really, at the end of the day. Unless you're hurting someone, everyone's always going to have an opinion. We see that now a lot with all of the election stuff that we see on television. There's always multiple points of view. At the end of the day, you have to check in with yourself and see if you agree with where you're at. When I look at your wealth, this is reversed, and it's actually a good thing. The struggle's over for many of you. You may have hit a little bit of a bottom here, but with the Mountain card, I actually see that, and it was reversed. There's going to be some significant strides, particularly around the 6th or the first week of the month, at the end of that first week. I feel like you're going to get a ray of sunshine, and you're going to understand what the next step is. So don't be afraid to let go of whatever it is that you've been working on and allow for some positive feedback and some positive developments to come through. We already saw that there could be love in the form of a water sign. And let's see if there's any clarity onto what you can do to allow that, or to sort of bring that in. I get this a lot this month for different signs. Dreams. You really want to pay attention to any of the clairvoyance you've received through dreams. You may be getting signs about who you'll meet, how you'll meet them. The other thing, and I gave a similar reading for another sign this month, was to pay attention to what you truly desire in a soulmate, in a partner. Is it because what you put out there, the wishes that you put out there, your thoughts are very powerful, and they're like mini prayers, basically. So you want to try to keep the thoughts positive. Think about yourself positively, and think about this person positively, and think as high as you can, sort of like of what your partner would be. Maybe use words like advocate, understanding, empathetic, and less about, it's sort of an understood given that you want someone that you're attracted to, but if you're focusing solely on physical and what you're looking for, like hot, sexy, attractive, they're all the same thing. Let's think a little bit more broad and broad-reaching. Maybe it is someone that is, supportive, inquisitive. Like, I want you to come up with some other adjectives and some other things that you're looking for in a potential mate. And that ideal mate is not just attractive, but they're going to be this really great influence in your life as well. And I always like to stress that when you're looking for that partner, it's not so much about completing, but complementing. So daydream a little bit. Think who your ideal woman, man, or partner would be, and let that be sort of your wish that you send out into the universe. But make it a really solid wish if you can. Otherwise, just pay attention to your dreams and intuition. You'll probably get some signs on where to meet the person. All right, finally, your Destiny card. It's about being hands-on this month. So not just that, but hands-on and cooperating with someone else. I actually pulled the card right by the Two of Cups. And so 2 are better than 1 this month. The partnership that you found is really going to be beneficial. And I'm not just talking about a love partnership. I think that work and career are really going to take off for Libra this month. All right, so let's summarize what we saw. Ending a cycle that may have been less than ideal, but more about sort of like questions of what's coming next, feeling like you've been a little bit in the dark. Now it's your time to basically work some magic. Because with the Magician here, it is about taking all those skills that make Libra fantastic and you fantastic as a person and capitalizing on those. You've played it safe. You've done a really good job. Congratulations on sort of not shaking the boat. But now it is time to allow for more people to help you, to know that you're not alone. And love is around the corner, I would say, for Libra. If it's not coming through this month, it may be coming through in November or December. It seems very close. It seems to be a water sign. And again, that's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You're headed into a very good cycle, a good 6-month cycle, which is great. The money situation should be improving, but I do see some hesitation and some resistance. So check in with yourself and see how you can work through that. As we're looking at cycles in your life, confirmation on your catalyst card that you're doing the right thing and you're headed in the right direction. Try to let go of any guilt or shame in regards to your health and just do what you need to do to be healthier and happier. I feel like the struggle's starting to end when it comes to money and wealth, and that as far as when and how to meet someone, pay attention to your dreams and intuition. Messages will come there. Collaboration this month is really key, and I feel that whoever you might have already met in regards to your work projects, your career, maybe someone that you've hired, very good match. That summarizes everything for Libra this month, and it looks like an exciting time for you and a lot of potential energy that's going to be great for going down new projects and new love in your life, possibly. So be open to all of that. If you ever want more focus on some aspect of your life, like career or love, you can book a one-on-one with me. I have a little bit more availability than usual, so feel free to take advantage of that. Otherwise, a great way to keep in touch is to subscribe to my newsletter or to this channel, and there'll be links for all of that. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Finally, but most important, I like to say thank you every month, because this channel doesn't exist without the support and the feedback that I get from you guys. So keep the likes and the subscribes and the emails and all of the great stuff that you guys do to let me know that this makes a difference. Keep it up, because it really does keep me motivated from month to month. Finally, if you'd like to do anything to just give back a little bit, I'll put a donate button at the end, and that's completely optional. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous month, a happy birthday if you celebrate it, a great Halloween, and take care of yourselves. Thank you.